Hey guys, so it's time to check out here the performance of the Microsoft Lumia 950 XL versus the Sony Xperia Z5 Premium on the right. So very different design language on these two, definitely I think got some pros and cons. But how do they compare when it comes to the technology? We can find out here, both very advanced obviously in terms of the camera department. So we're just going to start them both up at the same time first so we can see the performance, and then we'll move on to the camera about the 10-minute mark. So you can see here we do have the latest Android update for the Sony Xperia Z5 installed, and also the latest Windows 10 update installed, and no further updates for the Windows 10. And you can see I think the Lumia is going to boot up faster here, which is nice. And you can see we do have more tiles as well, which I've noticed that you can put on, make it look much more livelier than past Windows phones. And the Z5 Premium, a little bit behind there when it comes to booting up. But before we start, we can just show you the software here. You can see we're all up to date here. So it takes some time for it to get onto the network, but for some reason I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's just an issue with Windows 10. See what it's doing. I think definitely Microsoft need to look at that because it takes way too long. And you can see the updates here. Do we have any? Very nice. So let's see how they compare. So we'll give the Xperia that, and again the Sony nice and quick, a little bit quicker again on the new camera app with the Sony. We do also have obviously messaging, so that is a little bit quicker again I think on the Sony. I think we have LinkedIn again, came up here. I think we could also do with the music, Walkman versus Groove. So you can see again a little bit quicker on the right I think. App Store. Again. So I think definitely the Lumia has some work to do when it comes to keeping up with Android here when it comes to the day-to-day. We can have a look at the web browsing performance. So we can just go to a web page here, TechCrunch. And I didn't want to actually go to it, but Lumia's jumped the gun. So about the same there. Maybe the Lumia a little bit faster to load the actual link, which is nice. I do like the way they've made the URL bar at the bottom, very nice and easy to access. I think Android should copy that. So Verge a little bit faster here on the Z5 Premium, which is nice. One more. GSM Arena. Again, I noticed this one but you know, not too shabby when it comes to the web browsing. I think for the Lumia, I think the could improve it a little bit more though compared to Chrome. We can have a look at the multitasking as well. Just go back to the camera. So quicker here, which is nice. I did notice that. We'll give it a point. Whoa. And let's go back again and try the WhatsApp. So it's about the same. And what about the music? Quicker here. And I think the Xperia is keeping more in memory though, or maybe it's the same this time, but you can see very little in the way of difference. Maybe the Lumia a little bit faster to bring them up, but I would be nitpicking. Quite similar actually, so probably, you know, going to give this to Lumia at the end of the day. What's messaging? But then again, very similar to be honest, and I'm only giving it out of sympathy. But nevertheless, we can have a look at the actual camera performance, so you can see which one is worth your money here. You're getting a 23 megapixel camera on the Sony Xperia Z5 Premium versus the very nice Carl Zeiss 20 megapixel one in the Lumia. And generally, I have to say, I think I say this a lot, I couldn't see too much difference between them. You know, I think we've reached the point here where camera tech is probably converged to be very similar. So, you know, both of them come in with very nice camera setups. I think maybe the Lumia handles the background kind of, you know, lighting a little bit better here. You can see if we zoom in on these, there's a little bit of kind of weirdness with the software processing, but I think Sony definitely needs to work on the software processing. They can't seem to get that right really, but nevertheless, you know, I think generally the actual performance on both of them is very nice here, and you can have a look yourself. Did do some HDRs to test out the you know, new camera app on the Sony Xperia Z5 Premium, and also obviously 4K video recording, which they both do, which is quite nice as well. We can have a look at that here. So, you know, which one do you prefer? To me, it's just like apples versus oranges, really. You know, both of them pretty good, really, for what they do. I think that obviously the apps are a little bit different in terms of what you can do with the camera apps. If we have a look here, you can see we do have this new camera app on the Sony, which I've been getting to grips with here. So basically things are accessible using this light wheel, which is quite interesting. You know, very easy to use. You get quite a lot of access to different things you can do as well, which you can't do on the Lumia, unfortunately. But what the Lumia does let you do is some advanced photography stuff, such as saving in RAW file format. I think Sony allows you to do that as well, but I'm not 100% sure. But you can see you can choose the actual image size here, which is nice. Put some DNGs in there for RAW shooting. I think it has surround sound video recording as well. Someone was asking about the frames per second here, whether you can do faster for full HD, and it seems you can, which is also, I don't think, present on the Z5 Premium. So definitely some advantages here with the PureView camera. But I think in general, in terms of like the build quality, I think the Z5 Premium is the phone which is obviously a little bit more desirable here. I think Microsoft could definitely learn from Sony when it comes to making a desirable phone. I think that this phone actually could help Sony get back into the profitability. You know, it's you know, I've heard that it's selling quite well, and that's what we need really. You know, manufacturers to be rewarded for nice build quality. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing some more comparisons with the Lumia, seeing how it is, and hope you enjoyed this one here. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.